So our first question is, hi sir, 491 pathway 1 EUI approved and visa lodged now. Need to work with the same employer? That's nice.
Let's go. Okay. So they just ask you for. Just give me 1 second.
Yes. So visa lodged now, need to work with the same employer. Continue as in New South Wales.
So let's look at subclass 491. When we are applying for subclass 491 visa, then you are not required after you receive your nomination, or because it is a state-based visa and state gives you 15 points. All the criteria that you are required to meet is at the time of invitation. So whatever you have claimed until at the time of invitation, that is what you need to prove when you lodge your visa application. So that means if you have lodged your application and if you have a bridging visa which is active, then you are not required to stay with the same employer. You can change the employer. There's no problems whatsoever. But you are required to stay within the same area.
Because bridging visa has no conditions.
Yeah, if your bridging visa is active. But if your bridging visa is not active, if you are still a holder of another visa, that could be a student visa or say other visa, you are required to meet the conditions of that visa. I hope that helps.
Student visa. Yes.
Okay, if it is a student visa. Guys, if you are looking for us to share screen with you, if you want us to show you something on the screen, I would recommend all of you to head to our YouTube channel, Australian Visa Matters. You can search our YouTube channel as Australian Visa Matters, and you can also see comment there. So okay, so we have a question. That question is coming on YouTube. Kambar Virk, hello sir, 190 New South Wales, an ICT security specialist at 95 points and engineering technologist 90 points. So please tell me chances of invite. So New South Wales is not open yet, Karan, unfortunately. If you are, Kambar, if you are currently working in your own occupation in New South Wales, your points seem to be okay. Last year, people got invited at 95 points for ICT in New South Wales. Keep exploring other options as well. It could be employer-sponsored visa, or it could be other visas if you don't get invited. You can also do expression of interest for Western Australia as well. Look, Western Australia is open for interstate EUIs, and you should seek 491 from Western Australia. That could also be an option because your points are pretty good, 190. Okay. If you're looking, say, 95 points and you're looking for 190, remember, guys, if your current visa is running out soon, then any visa is better than going on a student visa or any other temporary visa. 491 is better than even employer-sponsored visa 482. Okay.
So another question that I'm taking from TikTok. So, diploma of nursing at age 22, living in a Gold Coast from Brisbane. So, are you talking about to pursuing diploma of nursing, or have you completed your diploma of nursing course?
So, guys, I want to say this here first. If you guys want us to answer your questions, please make sure you give us as much as information as possible. Okay, try to give us the full story and write whole thing in just one comment, so it is easier for us to answer your questions there. And also don't post the same question again and again. We want to help everyone. So we have this question coming from, I'm not sure, I can't read your name. It is written in, I think, Urdu. Diploma of nursing at age 22. If you are studying a diploma of nursing or you have finished a diploma of nursing, we don't know. So please provide me more information before I'm able to help you with that question. There are so many other questions coming, guys. We will try to answer everyone's question, but you also need to help us by making sure that you don't post the same question again and again. We have Sohail Malik from Doha. We can submit property evaluation for Northern Territory for financial resource commitment for submitting ROI. That's a very, very good question. So look, property financial commitment, what they want to see.
Hold on, guys. I think our voice is not as much audible. I'm fixing it now. Just hold on. Give me a moment. So,
you want me to remove it? But that will stop.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm trying to fix this one.
So they're not able to hear us properly.
No, that's getting wrong.
Too far. Okay, so we can bring the
So it's something.
machine a bit closer. Just give us give us a minute. Is it better now? Is our voice better now? Can you put this one back?
Yes. I'm trying to put this one in on this one.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, we bring the laptop.
Okay.
So if you
So it's like
just give us 1 minute.
Can't hear you now.
Just give us a minute. Can you hear us now? Can you guys hear us on YouTube? If you guys are able to hear us, can you please give me a thumbs up? No? No?
Are we audible on TikTok? Just rain.
No. Just give me a sec. We may have to. No, there shouldn't be problem because that system is for there. This should take automatically its own. I think it's raining sound. Okay. No, sure. Just give us a minute. Can
Now-
you guys hear us properly now? No? Okay. I may have to start and then come back again. So we will try again. I have to start and come back again. Okay? So please come back to our live show on TikTok. We are continuing to do on YouTube. Yep. So YouTube is fine. So I'm going to stop this live now here and then we'll come back again. You're going to go outside and check if
Yes.
it is playing sound or not. All right. So for now, I'll just stay with you guys on YouTube. It's better. Okay. That's good. So I'm at the moment, I'm just on YouTube. You can keep asking your questions on YouTube as well as on Facebook. And we are coming back on TikTok in a minute. Keep posting questions, guys. Kanwar, I think I have answered your question on YouTube already. Sir, please reply for Northern Territory. Okay, so very good question with the Northern Territory. They require you to provide some evidence that you will be able to sustain in Northern Territory if you don't find job in the beginning. So if you have been invited by Northern Territory, they haven't given much information on the documentation as well. And I had the same question. I haven't done a lot of Northern Territory nominations, but I believe they should have some information related to that on their website. They may not be requiring like cash, but they may be looking for other evidence to justify you will be able to survive. Okay. So let me have a look what they have written. Manjot, that's okay. We can just do it over phone. I just started live on phone. I'm not sure what is the reason, but we'll check it out later. So maybe I may not have allowed sound there. So I've started it on phone. Okay, so we can share this again quickly. All right, so let me check Northern Territory. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Okay, so all right, are you guys able to see my screen? Maybe now. Yes, now you can see the screen. So let me check here. Guys, we are back again on TikTok as well. So if you have questions, you can post your questions in the TikTok as well. Are we
audible now?
Can you guys hear us properly? Now fine. That's great. Wonderful. Thank you.
Keep posting your comments, guys.
Keep posting your comments, please. All right, so Northern Territory state nomination. They had mentioned here. So migration from offshore. They should have given some information here. I'm just trying to figure out.
Excuse me, please.
So it should be somewhere here in these, questions and answers here. Should be somewhere here. I would recommend you to please browse their website. They must have given some information here related to they must have given some information related to in this common questions for Northern Territory government in this place here. So please do browse this fully. You should be able to find answer to your question here. All right, so I'm going to take some questions from TikTok. Can you guys hear us properly? Are you guys able to hear us properly or not? Just give me a thumbs up if you're able to. Great. All right, so probably I'll need this phone to check the comments because the screen is way too big. Or we can even read from there.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can read the comments from there. All right, well done. Continue on double tapping the screen, guys, and continue asking questions. We are having a little bit of issues, logistic issues today, but we will continue the live show. Yeah, so you just need to find. Just give me a sec. Okay.
Just hold on, guys.
We are just sorting out certain few things here.
We have plenty of people. Those are waiting for.
Yeah, answers.
Answers.
Okay. So I'll just use this phone. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do much here. I'm not going to go online from here, so we will leave iPad for now. So just watch. I'll read the questions from this phone. That's okay. You can turn that off because we can't do much from there. All right. So I've got a question coming from Milan. IT PR pathway for a network engineer, please just completed masters in IT. So Milan, if you have completed a masters in IT, you would be required to do skills assessment first, obviously. So if you want to do skills assessment after completing your master's degree in IT, either you need 1 year of full-time work experience after in IT related field, or you are required to do professional year. So this will allow you to get skills assessment from ACS. You would be required to have very, very high points because generally IT occupations, they go at very, very high points, say 95 or even 100 points for 190 and 189. And you can also look at a state's criteria for 491 and 190 as well. So every state has a different criteria. Most of the states would require you to be working in your own nominated occupation before they can give you nomination. So, okay. So, all right. So guys, if you want us to share screen with you, we are live on YouTube as well. So you can head to our YouTube channel, Australian Visa Matters. We are also live on Facebook too, which is Endeavour Education and Migration Services. We are having a bit of technical issues today, but we'll try our best to continue this live show and keep answering your questions. All right. So Sherry is asking, do we need to have job offer for RN if we apply 190 WA and get invited living in Sydney at 85? Yes, absolutely. So Sherry, for Vasmol Schedule 1, you are required to have, if your occupation, if you're applying for 190 and if you get invited by Western Australia, and if your occupation is not in Western Australia's industry, construction industry sector, then you would be required to have 6 months of employment contract for you at the time of state nomination application. Okay. Muhammad Ajim, I think you're asking on YouTube. I applied for 186 direct entry nomination this week, Sydney Metro, and my TR 485 expires on August 28th. Is there any way we can accelerate the nomination? You can also look, if you have already lodged the nomination application, you can lodge the visa as well. Okay, you are not required to wait. So if your nomination application is lodged, even without approval, you can lodge the visa application too if your visa is running out. I hope that helps. Guys, lots of messages are coming on both platforms, so we are going to do our best. But if we are not able to answer your question, if you have something urgent or if you want to discuss your profile with me, you can simply head to my website at www.eems.com.au and you can book appointment from there. I don't think you'll be able to fix it.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Yeah,
I can.
okay, that's good. All right. Muhammad is asking, I don't want to apply for visa because I'm not sure whether my nomination will be approved or not, because my company is sponsoring for the first time. Look, this is the risk we take, but if you don't have any option, or if you don't want to do the visa application now, then the only option that you have is just wait. Your agent can definitely send email to the department to prioritize your nomination. It can take anything between 3 to 4 weeks. There are chances you would get a decision on your nomination application before your visa runs out. All the best to you, Mohammed. Guys, so many questions are coming. I'm going to try my best to answer everyone's questions, but please do not post your same question again and again. Try to give me as much as information possible, okay? And if you have any urgent matter, if you think that you need urgent assistance, then please book appointment with me. So we have certain slots available for weekend as well. Love You Zindagi is asking, New South Wales chef for 491 pathway 1 visa laws need to work with the same employer and same work or can change. Love You Zindagi, you can change. If you have lodged the visa, you can change the employer. Should not be a problem at all. For 190 in painting and any chance in Victoria, I really doubt for 190 painting any chance in Victoria. I really doubt Victoria would give a 190 for painters because Victoria is not a state which is direly in need of construction workers. They haven't declared this at all. So if you are in Victoria, I would prefer to move to regional Victoria and also target 491 in addition to 190. Because if you're living in regional Victoria, you can do 190 and 491. But if you're living within Melbourne, you can't do 491. So I would suggest you to think about moving to regional so you can also unlock a 491 in addition to 190. Sorry, what was that?
Can we expand these comments on the screen?
I don't think so. If you have logged in from another profile, then you can't.
No.
So where is it? Yes. If you have logged in from the same profile, only then.
No.
And then it works slightly differently. All right, guys. But that's okay. It is still okay. We are able to still see. We are using multiple different devices today. All right, please, you can actually read it. I can just read directly from there. Okay, so Triple S is saying New South Wales 190, 75 points RN, aged care, 1 year of work experience and skill assessment as aged care RN. Look, aged care RN is a good occupation. Generally, we do not have lots of people in aged care skills assessment as aged care RN. So it is unique, but we just have to wait for New South Wales to open and announce their criteria. So we are still waiting. I'm not sure if there is any movement today. I haven't checked any website today because I've been so busy. But yes, you have pretty good chances. I'm not sure if your visa is running out soon, or you have at least 3 or 4 months on your visa, you have pretty good chances either for 190 or for 491, or especially 190 or 189. Piyush, agriculture consultant, 491, Western Australia, 80 points. Piyush, if you are currently working in your own occupation, you could have chances. Your points are reasonable, and Victoria has a relatively high. Western Australia has a relatively high number of nomination places this financial year. So all the best. Sushil is asking, what about Baker who got skills assessment in New South Wales? Sushil, what would be your question? I would be happy to answer your question. Please write your question. So if you have skills assessment as a baker in New South Wales, that's pretty good. Bakers are eligible for 491 and 190, but because it is not a highly in-demand occupation, you should target mainly 491. And for 491 in New South Wales, Pathway 1 would be a great option. You can lodge a direct state nomination application if it doesn't change this financial year. And you can also do expression of interest for 491 in general stream in New South Wales. You can also do expression of interest in Western Australia as well. They can also give you invite. So you do have many options, but if nothing materializes, probably for bakers, employer-sponsored visas are a better option, because these occupations, hospitality-related occupations, do get a lot of sponsorship opportunities as well. Okay. I've got a question from Umesh Shah. Umesh is saying, hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. Nowadays, how much processing time it will take for approved nominations and visa? Grant a subclass 482, short-term cafe restaurant manager offshore, May 28th, both lodged the same time. So nomination and visa, if lodged at the same time, you're looking at least 4 to 6 months for your decision on the application, Umesh. Okay. 70 people, guys. We have 2.4k likes on TikTok. Keep double tapping the screen, and if you guys are watching us on TikTok, if you want us to share any information with you on screen, you can head to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Australian Visa Matters, and we are also live on Facebook. Our Facebook is Endeavour Education and Migration Services. Okay, we are here to answer any questions. If you guys have any questions related to student visa, 485 visa, general skilled migration, employer-sponsored visa, DAMA visas, mainly employer-sponsored visas. We only deal with applicants in Australia. Okay, we don't assist anyone from offshore. Lots of people ask us whether we can help you with the sponsorship or not. Unfortunately, we can't provide you the sponsorship. You are required to search for sponsorship yourself, but we can help you with the application process and in the process as a whole. So Manjot, can you also please help me with the questions?
Yes,
because there are so many questions coming. My screen is very, very small today. So we have lots of questions that are just getting skipped, but we're trying our best. Who is that? Guys, if you have not hit that follow button, if you haven't hit that follow button, this is the time to hit that follow button so you don't miss any live shows in future. Okay, we are taking questions. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are also live on TikTok, and we are taking questions on all platforms. We will do our best to answer everyone's question.
So we have a question from Kaur Nishan
07.
Kaur Nisha 07. So please guide working full time in a Mines WA full time 98k package. Any chance for invite?
So coursing Nishan 07. Unless you're working in your nominated occupation, I don't think it will make any difference for your 491, 190 or 189. Okay, unless your occupation is related or a closely related occupation.
So these states invites are related to your working conditions. If you are working in your own occupation, you're like related to your study, then you have a better chances to get the nomination. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
no. Otherwise, there are conceptual cases and exceptional chances of the states, and they open for those people. Those are not working in their nominated occupation. So if you have a skill assessment as an accountant, then you have to work as an accountant. So if you want a nomination from a state, but if you are thinking about federal like 189, so that's a different thing.
Okay. And another thing, if you are working in mining and if you have like reasonable work experience, Employer-sponsored visa can also be an option if you're not working in your nominated occupation, because most of the mining areas, they are under DAMA. I'm not sure which mine you are. If you're talking of South Australia, whole South Australia is under DAMA. Most of the Pilbara region, big mining region in Western Australia, is also under DAMA. Many other regions are also under DAMA, and under DAMA, in most cases, they require you to have just 12 months of work experience. So explore those options as well, in addition to general skill migration. Okay. I've got a question coming on. That's a question from Jignesh. Jignesh is asking, you have 342315 occupation code points 90. What are the chances of 190? Okay, so let me check what is your occupation. 342315. 342315. So electronics and trade worker. Look, it's a pretty good occupation, I believe. It is a technical occupation. If you are onshore, look, 190, I really doubt 190. Electronics trade worker gives 190 generally are reserved for professional occupations. Relatively less trade occupations get 190s unless it is a priority occupation such as construction and all. So I think you would be too ambitious if you think
different states have a different criteria, so different their priorities.
Yeah.
So if we think about the Canberra, so they are pretty interested in professional occupations. If we talk about Western Australia, so they are about to construction industry.
Yeah. Okay. And similarly, different states have different priorities. So Jignesh, I'm not sure where you are located, but I would prefer you to also, in addition to 190, look, if we want you to get invited for 190, but is it practical under the circumstances or not? If you were talking of 2 years back in 2022, 2023 financial year, that could have been a case. But as per current scenario, with limited number of options available or number of places available, you would you should eye on 491. Think about getting eligible for.
If you ever get the chance to get the 491, then try to get it. Try to get it.
Any chance for 491 190 in librarian in Western Australia? I got skills assessment from Vet Assessor. Librarian, again, it is not a priority occupation, but it is an occupation where we wouldn't have lots of number of EUIs. So all the best to you. Make sure you keep improving your points if there is any room for you to do so. All right, guys, we're back with TikTok. We have lots of questions everywhere. We are trying our best to answer your question. I'm going to take this question from Nab Pucharena. What are the chances of community worker or welfare worker for 491 or 190, 75 or 65 points in Western Australia? So social assistance and healthcare is also in priority for Western Australia. Nab, agar je tusi apne occupation de vich kaam kar rahe ho, I think you have pretty good chances for 491, if not 190. Okay, because in your occupation as a community worker, we have lots of expression of interest because a lot of people are currently holding this skills assessment as a community worker. So all the best to you.
Anyone who is working in their nominated occupation, those people have a higher chances to getting invited as compared to the other people. Those are not working.
Yeah. So as compared to working in your own nominated occupation or closely related occupation is a really, really good thing to do.
Yes.
To happen.
So yes, I will read for you. So official Brad OZ04 is saying, hello sir, for Horley Childhood, if we work as an educator, which level job is that? Can we claim salary in ROI?
No. Yes. So it depends. If you are in Victoria, if they say you can claim salary for any occupation, then that's not a problem. You can claim salary, no problem. But if they say you have to claim salary in your nominated or closely related occupation, so early childhood educator is not closely related to early childhood teacher, okay, because of the skill level difference. So early childhood teacher is skill level 1 and early childhood educator is skill level 3. So you can't claim. But if they say you can claim the salary in any occupation, then you can do. So I'm not sure if Victoria has already announced.
It depends upon your state.
Yeah.
Like if you are in Canberra, I think you even
Canberra
can't.
So Canberra does not require you to show any salary. They have their own criteria. But Victoria, you are required to put how much salary you are
Salary.
making.
Okay.
So you can
I
also
think-
go with zero salary too. That's not a problem. But yes, they are not. It varies from state to state.
Yeah.
Okay. So Victoria is not open yet. I have just checked. They said they have mentioned on their website their nomination program for this year will open in coming few weeks. So we haven't heard back from Victoria so far. So we'll keep an eye on it.
So Manita saying, if my partner is applying for PR and I have been working in aged care for 3 years, can 3 years can be able to skilled partner?
No, Manita, you can only claim points for your skilled partner if you have skills assessment in one of those occupations in the medium and long-term strategic skill list or short-term list or regional occupation list. And there's another hitch as well. It really depends what list the occupation of your partner lies. So ideally, you are required to claim partners points for skills assessment. You're required to have occupation in the same list as your partner. Does it make sense? So it is a bit tricky when you claim points for partner.
EOI is a main platform. When you are putting the skill visa, EOI is a main platform. If you are claiming wrong points, then your whole visa is vanished.
Yeah. So, guys, what I'm trying to say, what Manjot wanted to say, that any information that you put in your expression of interest is like super important, because if you claim points incorrectly and if you get invited at those points and if you are not able to justify those points, you can't use that invite for lodging a visa application. If you do so, you will get your visa refused. So expression of interest is really, really important. Don't just feel that, hey, sir, it only takes me 5 minutes to do EOI. You're not paying to us to just do admin work, but we are going to make assessment on your profile and we will only claim correct points. So later on, when you get invited, you are able to use that invite. Remember, guys, during the expression of interest on skill select, you don't put any documents. So that means you don't put any documents. That simply means they are not going to give you any. You are not going to provide them any documents. That means they're not going to assess whether you have the documents to support the points that you are claiming in your skill select EOI. You will do that at the time of lodgement of visa and at the time of your visa processing.
Yes.
But if you have already lodged the visa and you have claimed, bless me all, and if you have claimed incorrect points, then you won't be able to get the visa grant. Your visa may get refused. So make sure you don't claim incorrect points in your UI. So we had 90 comments, guys. I had 90 messages. The moment I hit that button, 90 messages got scrolled up. We are trying our best. Okay.
So keep your question ready. So yeah. So yes, I'm reading a latest comment. So Nurse with 65 points. Oh, it has gone. Yes, Nurse with 65 points, 190 working as an RN.
You can come close. You can come close.
No, it's okay. Any chance Victoria with partner engineering skill sharing points? So Assis Kota was saying Nurse with 65 points, 190 working as RN. Currently, any chance Victoria with partner engineer skill sharing points? I'm not understanding what it is.
Okay, that's okay. I'll have a look. Okay, so, after completing masters in IT, I have 1 year of experience in network engineer. Skills assessment positive. Next visa option, please. So if you have positive skills assessment in any of the engineering related occupations, you can go for 491. You can go for 190. You can also go for 1892. So make sure you have as many as points you can claim. Say 79 plus in PT, that'll give you 20 points. If you are happy to do NATI, that will add chip in 5 more points, and working in your own occupation will also add points. So these all things will add up. For nursing, for IT occupations, if you want to be competitive, you're required to have 90 plus points, irrespective of the state you're living in. Okay, I hope that helps.
Guys, I want something to say to you, to TikTok family. So please head to our YouTube channel, because your comment will be saved and we will go one by one and
So
try
what
to
happens
answer
on
all
so
of
guys,
the
yeah.
questions.
So on TikTok, what happens because TikTok is such a big platform, lots of people from all around the world have access to TikTok, and they are able to post their questions. We really cannot control much, but if you really want your questions to get answered, the best way would be to head to our YouTube channel, which is Australian Visa Matters. Because when you post a question on YouTube, we can show you the question, so people know what question someone is asking and what answer we are providing. So that would be a bit more organized. But yes, if you don't put any comments on the on YouTube, on Facebook, we'll continue answering your questions. But yes, a lot of questions they get skipped if you don't if you're not able to read them. So someone is asking, any chance for PR for EN enrolled nurse with 85 points, 190 Victoria, less than 1 year of experience? I would again say, Shanika, relatively less chances. Victoria has not done a lot of good things with nurses if you look at last financial year. So what my recommendation to you would be, if you are an enrolled nurse and if you are living in Victoria, think about finding a job in regional Victoria. That will that will allow you to do expression of interest for 190 as well as 4912. So your both visa options are open. But if you only live in Victoria, say in Melbourne, then you won't be able to do expression of interest for 190. Sorry, for 491, and you will lose the opportunity. If your visa is running out, any visa, whether it is 491 or 190, any visa is better than either employer sponsored visa or other visas. So make those decisions wisely. If you are living in Victoria and if your current visa is valid for next 12 months, what I would do, I would wait. I would move to regional, find a job in regional, and I would do ROI for 190 first for first 6 months. And if they don't invite me, depending on what kind of invites they are giving, then I will switch it to 491. Because in Victoria, you can only do one ROI, whether you do it for 491 or you do it for 190. So you need to kind of play smart here, guys. Okay, so you need to play smart. Okay, Ashwani is asking, hi, if a parent visa is rejected, is it better to apply for a review or should we apply for another visa? Ashwani, it really depends. What was the reason for refusal? Okay, so if the reason for refusal was, was like a misinterpretation by the case officer, or if you have a strong reason for refusal or for challenging the decision, you can challenge the decision. But if you don't want to challenge the decision, because challenging your parent visa refusal decision in AET may cost you roughly $5,000 or $6,000. If you're able to lodge another application with that money, it can work out for you better, I think. Okay.
Yeah, it depends upon your status as well. What's your
Salman is asking on YouTube, is it possible to get your Servo New South Wales Newcastle? Look, Salman, there are so many questions that people want to know. So if you are living in New South Wales and if you're working in a service station, you still need to find, because if working in service station will not make you eligible for any visa in general skill migration, but you could be eligible under DAMA. So in New South Wales, we have Orana DAMA. So go to just Google Orana DAMA and search if your occupation is in that list, and if the postcode that you are currently working in, the location is in the Orana DAMA list. If your occupation is there and if your postcode is there, then you can think about applying for employer sponsored visa under DAMA labor agreement. Okay, I have given you a bit of hint. Do a little bit of homework, and if you think that there is any chance, then you can book consultation with me. I'll be happy to help. All right, guys, continuing to answer your questions, we have 99 plus messages on TikTok. Oh my God, I won't be able to answer everything, but I'll try my best. Asmita is saying, Asmita Lama 267, for how long partner PTE score point valid for PR process? Very, very good question. Okay. Very good question. Okay, so I have to check, but I think partners English and partners skills assessment is valid even if it is expired. Okay, but I still need to read policy because I have done it with skills assessment. Skills assessment
Because these
expired is
policies
fine.
are changing
They
time
keep
to time.
continue changing.
Yes.
These policies they continue changing, but I would recommend you to do the exam again because you really don't want any
Yes.
any problems in your visa. But with the skills assessments, you can use expired skills assessment as well for your partner. And I believe it is the same with the English as well, but I can't confirm 100% unfortunately because it can have huge impact on your visa status. So what I'm trying to say, if you think that your partner is not able to do English again, or you really want to save some money, but not forcing him to do English again, and if you need those points direly, it would be wise for you to book a consultation, and I would be happy to check the policy and give you that link to that policy or screenshots, so you're absolutely sure that you're doing the right thing, but by going ahead with that. Okay. Can you please help me?
Yes.
So many questions are coming.
So user ending with 411. So yeah, so many comments. So yes,
So
I'm
you-
taking the million comments. So I am doing a roofing RM, and one of the very renowned roofing company wants to sponsor me, but I am on SV.
What is SV? SV means
So what
student
is
visa.
student visa? Okay.
So Milan, I'm doing roofing. RN, I'm not sure. Roofing.
Maybe
that-
roofing work.
Yeah, so you are a roofer, right? And if you have a company who wants to sponsor you as a roofer, so first of all, we need to look at the company, whether the company is eligible to sponsor a worker. So standard business sponsor, if you are in New South Wales, say in Sydney or in city area, then it would be through SBS. And then we are also required to look at your scenario as well. How much work experience do you have? Do you have a qualification, related qualification in a roofing occupation or not? Or if there is any possibility to achieve the qualification through RPL and things like that. So I'm Milan. I would recommend you to please book appointment with the registered migration agent, whether it is me or someone else. But please sit with someone and discuss that in detail. Okay, it is not a question to be asked on TikTok because I won't be able to provide much
And
information.
if
There's a
you
lot of research
guys,
required.
if you haven't followed us so far, please follow us. Please hit the follow button to get the more updates.
Okay, so World Beauty. Hi, sir. I have 70 points. That is a question on YouTube, I think. 70 points. Chef, any chance for Northern Territory? I already Northern Territory 1.5 year. Give me suggestion half of my friend. Thank you. Okay. पहले तो आपका क्वेश्चन मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है, ठीक है? मुझे ये लग रहा है कि आप 1.5 ईयर से नॉर्दर्न टेरिटरी में एज ए शेफ काम कर रहे हो और काफी सारे फ्रेंड्स भी आपके वहां पे हैं और आपको पता नहीं आपके क्या नॉमिनेशन ऑप्शंस हैं। देखो, नॉर्दर्न टेरिटरी का सीधा सा ऑप्शन है, या तो आप नॉर्दर्न टेरिटरी ग्रेजुएट हो। अगर आप नॉर्दर्न टेरिटरी ग्रेजुएट नहीं हो, अगर आप बाहर से नॉर्दर्न टेरिटरी में गए हो, अगर आपको 491 लेना है तो आपको 12 महीने का मिनिमम स्टे चाहिए और मिनिमम 6 मंथ्स का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए। अगर आपको 190 लेना है तो आपको मिनिमम 2 इयर्स का स्टे चाहिए और 2 इयर्स में 12 मंथ्स का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए और आपकी जो पोजीशन है ऑन गोइंग होनी चाहिए, ठीक है? दिस इज द क्राइटेरिया फॉर नॉर्दर्न टेरिटरी। लुक, the information that you get on live shows is generic only, may not apply to your individual circumstances. So this is why I would recommend you, if you want to discuss that in detail, I would recommend you please book appointment. You can do so by visiting my website. If you're watching us on YouTube, our website details are scrolling on the screen. Our WhatsApp message, you can also send us a WhatsApp message. You'll get a link to our website from there as well. So please continue supporting us, guys, by hitting double taps on the screen if you're on TikTok, and if you're watching us on other platforms, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. Dan Claire Gomez is asking, what is the PR pathway if I have a bachelor's in education in my country but no experience in teaching? So if someone has a bachelor's of education degree in their home country, if they want to go for general skill migration in Australia, if you have a bachelor's degree in teaching in your own country, you would be required to first have a skills assessment. So for the purpose of skills assessment, you are required to have minimum of 45 days of teaching practice in your bachelor's degree. If you don't have that minimum 45 days of teaching practice, you're not eligible to get a teacher's registration in Australia and skills assessment.
Because
So
some
that
of-
is the first criteria.
Some of the countries have less days.
Less days. So if you have
So that's why it gets
more than 45 days of teaching practice, that is a primary criteria. And after that, if that box is ticked, then you are required to then have IELTS academic 7788 score, 77 in reading and writing, and 88 in speaking and listening in IELTS academic. Or you can also do ISLPR, or there are just these two exams are accepted for teaching registration. After you have these things, you can apply for AITSL skills assessment. If you get a positive skills assessment in AITSL, then you claim you meet the minimum required points, and you can do expression of interest from offshore as well. Okay, I hope that helps. I know this is a lot of information to take in, but there are ways you can get skilled migration in Australia if you have a professional occupation in your home country, and if you're able to if you're able to meet the criteria. Okay, guys, if you are watching us live on any platform, whether it is Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, don't forget to hit that follow button or subscribe button so you don't miss any live shows in future. My name is Mahinder, and I'm a registered migration agent. I'm being assisted by Mr. Manjot today. Manjot works under my direct supervision. So if you have any questions, and if you are located in Australia, and if you're looking for a PR related course, you want to discuss your option, you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp at +61452169200, and we will be happy to answer any admission related queries on WhatsApp. Remember, guys, PR in Australia is all about time, making the right decision at the right time. Okay, and sometimes you have to leave your comfort zone. Okay, so if you don't leave your comfort zone, sometimes people lose potential opportunities. You have to plan it, and there is no replacement for professional help. I know we are living in information age, where lots of information, actually we are living in the age of over information. We have lots of information
and open information,
but which information is correct, and which information you should consider before you make informed decisions. So please trust the professionals. Okay, so if you are looking for Australian visa, please take assistance from an honest, ethical, and professional and transparent registered migration agent. There are many migration agents who do a great job. If you have anyone close to you, please go and see them. But if you need our assistance, we are available on Zoom call. If you're not located in South Australia, in Adelaide, we do a Zoom call. You could be located anywhere in Australia and even overseas. We assist lots of clients everywhere. And if you're located in South Australia, in Adelaide, then you get opportunity to see us physically as well. You can walk into our office. Okay, here we go. So next question. Paras, PR pathway for Master of Management, Tourism and Hospitality. Paras, ये जो कोर्स है थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है, ठीक है. मास्टर ऑफ मैनेजमेंट टूरिज्म एंड हॉस्पिटैलिटी, आपकी या तो रेस्टोरेंट मैनेजर स्किल्स असेसमेंट हो सकती है, या फिर आपका होटल और मोटल मैनेजर हो सकती है. ये दो ऑक्यूपेशन है जिसमें आपकी स्किल्स असेसमेंट हो सकती है. 1 year of a full-time work experience would be required for you to get skills assessment.
Yes.
Okay, then this occupation can help you to get 491 or 190 visa as a restaurant manager or hotel and motel manager. Okay, I'm not sure where you're located, but this is your option. Claire Gomez is again asking, I'm already here in Australia taking up diploma in early childhood education and care. I have 1 year experience in childcare sector. So would it help for me to apply for skills assessment? No, unfortunately, no, Dan. Why? Because a childcare education diploma is different, and there's a difference in skill level. Childcare educator is skill level 3 or sometimes skill level 4, but early childhood teacher is skill level 1. So if you get skills assessment as early childhood teacher, you can apply for 189, 491, 190 visa. But if you only have early childhood educator experience, then you can only apply for employer-sponsored visa under DAMA labor agreement scheme. Under employer-sponsored visa under DAMA labor agreement scheme. Okay, I hope that helps. If you want to know more, please book appointment.
So someone is saying in a TikTok that does Bachelor of Social Work as a 485.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Any bachelor degree in Australia, any bachelor's degree, whether
bachelor's, masters, PhD.
Yeah. bachelor's, master's, or even graduate diploma, but for 2 years can get you 485 visa, irrespective of the field. But if you have studied a diploma or trade course, in that case,
that have a limitations.
that has limitations.
Yes.
So if you have studied a diploma or trade course, in that case, not everyone can get a 485 visa. Only those people can get 485 visa who are able to nominate whose study is related to one of the occupations or closely related occupations in medium and long-term strategic skill list. Only then you can get a 485 visa. Okay. All right. So Yeshi Dama is asking, I think she is on YouTube, any possibility for tax accountant at Western Australia? Submitted my EY at 80 for 491. Yeshi Dama, if you have work experience, if you're currently working in your occupation or closely related occupation, I wish you all the best. Your points are for 491 are okay. And if you are living in Western Australia, you may also be eligible. If you have studied in Western Australia, you may also be eligible in Western Australia as a graduate stream. So all the best to you.
So someone is saying on TikTok, any PR pathway from Master of Science in Agriculture. So
I think Master of Science in Agriculture, I think I have spoken to you in the past as well. I think you have called me. I think that was last weekend, and I wanted that person to talk to us again. I suggested you this horticulture worker pathway the other day, because if you are the same person, what I know from your profile is that you have done a Bachelor of Science degree, BSc, normal BSc,
yes,
and Master of Agriculture. So she's not like core agriculture, but she studied like mix of everything. So in that case, if you're not going to, if you're about to go for 485 visa, or if you have already done a 485 visa, if you're looking for employer sponsored visa or other visa options, I would recommend you, if you want to discuss that in detail, to book appointment. I know I have spoken to you for 4 or 5 minutes, but you need some detailed plan. User ending with 7411. I have lodged my expression of ROI in Tasmania as an aged care worker on March 2024. Any chances for invite? So look, Tasmania's criteria is pretty straightforward, and they have mentioned it on their website. There are different streams. So if you have a priority plus attribute, if you have at least one priority plus attribute, then you can get invited within next 6 months. Okay. So all the best to you. I hope you have a migration agent who is assisting you with this work. Remember, guys, most of you have studied in Australia. You have lived in Australia for the last 3, 4, 5 years. You have spent thousands of dollars in gaining Australian qualification. Now, when it comes down to getting your PR, this is the most important part and the most important bit of your process. Please take professional help. My recommendation is, please take professional help. Don't do it yourself, because we do come across lots of cases on day-to-day basis where people are not aware. They are either claiming incorrect points, or they're just making their decisions on the basis of what they hear on social media and all that. Look, we are also on social media now, but yes, this information is generic only. We do not, this information does not apply to your individual circumstances, but at least it helps you to give some kind of direction, to get some kind of direction for one or the other thing. So yes, please take professional help. Diya Galla by Sharon is saying, Dil Galla by Sharon is saying, which state and which visa is good for enrolled nurse? कौन सी स्टेट, कौन सा वीजा ठीक है? इस साल जिस स्टेट में आप हो वो भी ठीक है. आपका रीजनल वीजा भी एलिजिबल होने चाहिए. सो 491 के लिए भी आप एलिजिबल होने चाहिए. So if you are in Sydney, if you are in Brisbane, you are in Melbourne, you are not eligible for 491 visa. So if you're living anywhere other than that, you're eligible for 491 as well as 190. Okay, so that is just the generic way of looking at it. Facts Daily is saying, I have 3+ years of experience in kitchen. Currently, I have I live and work in Portugal. I want to apply for 482 as a cook. Should I start now or wait for November? Please wait. Look, I mean, if you have an employer, why would you wait for November if you have 3 years of work experience? Do you also have some kind of qualification in hospitality industry? If you do, then you meet the criteria for 482. If you have any employer who is happy to sponsor you, sooner is better. Why would you delay it? You never know what rules, what changes they're gonna make in
Yes.
rules.
In
So
future.
if someone is happy now, go for it. Remember guys, ऑस्ट्रेलिया का वीजा लेना मौके पे चौका मारने के जैसा है, ठीक है ना?
Yes, of course.
हाँ, मौके पे चौका मारने के जैसा है, ठीक है? जैसे लूज बॉल आती है तो लगा दो चौका. That's how Australian visa is. Sometimes people have very good profile, but they don't get invited. Sometimes
exactly.
your occupation is
And
not.
some people are waiting for the 190, and even they are eligible for the 491. So now they are struggling.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of people that they have the chance to apply for the 491, but they are waiting for the 190. So
They were. So
yeah, they
we're
were.
talking of
Yes.
last financial year.
Yes, they
So
were waiting for the 190, and
there were a lot of people who had their expression of interest for 190 because they had the impression from 2022 2023 financial year when everyone was getting 190s.
even in that financial year as well.
Yeah.
So, I have few examples.
Yeah, because people were waiting for 190 and their occupation was not as good or was not in priority that they could get 190 visa, and then they did not take 491. Even state authorities recommended them. This is a case for South Australia for a lot of people.
Yes.
Now many of them, they moved to student visa.
Yes.
Remember
exactly.
guys, any visa is better than student visa. 491 is better than student visa. 491 is better than 482 visa. Take it from me, because 482 visa, which is employer sponsored visa, you lock your room and hand over your key to your employer. So you can't change the employment. You can't even if you are working hard, you can't have increase in your salary and things like that. So any visa is better than student visa and even 482 visa. So explore your options for 491 if you're not eligible for anything else. Okay, so that's Fine Facts Daily. We have 10 people watching us live on, I think, YouTube, on TikTok. I'm not sure YouTube or on Facebook. We also have lots of people live on TikTok. So we are trying to answer as many questions as we can today. If you guys are watching us live for the first time, and if you haven't hit that follow button, this is the time to hit that follow button or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any informative videos and content that we produce about Australian visa matters from our side. All right, so now should we take some calls as well? We can't take calls. Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, of course.
So I want to take some calls as well during live show. All right, so I'm looking for how many people? At least 25 different people to do thumbs up and approve whether you want us to take calls on TikTok live or not. So anyone who calls us during TikTok live agrees to the terms and conditions, or TikTok or Facebook or YouTube live agrees to the terms and conditions that their voice would be broadcasted live, okay, on our social media platforms. If you don't want that to happen, then please don't call us. And I would at least ask your name, and I would ask your location. You can choose to not speak your correct name. That's fine. I don't mind. But I would ask the location and your visa status. Only then I would be able to provide one or the other information about your situation. So if you want us to do so, I'm looking for 20 people. I'm looking for 20 people who can do thumbs up. 20 different people if you want us to take live calls today.
So our contact number is given on our TikTok.
Yeah, we will not. So I'm looking for first 20 people who can do thumbs up.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got 2 thumbs ups. I'm going to count 25. Now, Jess, you can't do, one person cannot do 2 thumbs ups.
Not from same person. Please.
4, 5, 6. I hope these are different people. 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, DC.
I think Varun already did. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, keep going, guys. 16. No? 15 only?
Again.
I think this is 16.
17.
Please don't do thumbs up again and again, okay? Only one person. I'm looking for 20, 25. So one person cannot do thumbs up. I will only count it once. So still 18. So I'm still looking for 8 more new people. Yes, that's another one. 19.
No.
No?
No.
Buddha? No?
No.
Okay.
He already did.
So I'm looking for another 8 people. User this?
I hope that's
No?
he did before as well.
So guys, we can only take live calls from Australian number. We can't take WhatsApp calls. And I'm looking for more interest. So, human? Yeah, these two.
Yes.
20?
Still new.
Just
Yes.
5 more. Just 5 more thumbs ups. Working in regional Melbourne, living in Melbourne, GRP almost finishing soon as a welder. Pretty good for you. All right. So we have started taking calls. +61 452 169 200.
Yes.
+61 452 169 200. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
This information is regarding 18919.
ਤੁਸੀਂ TikTok ਤੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਗੱਲ?
हाँ जी मैं एक thumbs up भेज रहा हूँ.
Okay, that's good. You can just try this. I think your number is already saved with us, so I've taken your number from your name from there. All right. So, and where are you located? And can I ask your name, please?
So my name is Jesse. I'm located in South Australia.
Okay, Jesse, you are in South Australia. Just give me 1 second, Jesse. Now, guys, if you are able to hear Jesse's voice as well, please give me a thumbs up because I want everyone to hear the conversation that we have. So we are helping all of you as well if you are in the similar situation. So give me a thumbs up. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. And also, all right. So Jesse, yes, please tell me what is the situation?
सर मेरे ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट हो चुका है. मेरी स्किल असेसमेंट आ गई है.
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਰੰਟ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ? ਕਦ ਐਕਸਪਾਇਰ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ?
485 सर. वीजा टिल दिसंबर है सर.
Okay.
और मेरे 70 पॉइंट्स हैं फ्रॉम 5 स्टेट्स.
एक मिनट रुकिए, है ना?
190.
एक मिनट रुकिए. ठीक है, दिसंबर 2024 है ना? ठीक है.
हाँ जी.
24 की 5.
24 सर.
Okay. So occupation की है ਤੁਹਾਡਾ?
सर कारपेंटर.
So you are a carpenter. Okay. And where are you currently working?
1.5 years experience.
Carpenter, 1.5 years of experience, right?
हाँ जी.
And how much points? How many points do you have?
सर 65 मेरे अपने हैं. 5 4 स्टेट 190.
Right. Okay. That's okay. And how long you've been working for 1.5 years?
हाँ जी.
How much money you are making? Just approximate.
50 to 60,000 a year.
Okay.
The chances है 190 या 189.
देखो, साउथ ऑस्ट्रेलिया में की अगर हम बात करें, उन्होंने बोला पिछले साल उनकी ट्रेड that was in their priority, but not specifically they have mentioned कि उनको कंस्ट्रक्शन वाले ऑक्यूपेशन वाले डायरली चाहिए. ठीक है. सो आपका दिक्कत पता क्या आपके प्रोफाइल में? या तो आप पॉइंट बढ़ा लो. ठीक है. जैसे 5 या 10 पॉइंट और बढ़ जाए तो थोड़ा सा ऊपर आ जाओगे आप, है ना? नंबर 1. बट क्योंकि आपका वीजा रन आउट हो रहा है दिसंबर में ही है ना? हाँ, दिसंबर. कितनी दिसंबर को रन आउट हो रहा है? 23rd. देखो, अभी साउथ ऑस्ट्रेलिया हैज नॉट ओपनड yet, right? I'm just trying to speak everything in English so we are all able to understand. So South Australia is not open yet, and they may take maybe 1 more week to open. So we would be already in mid of August. Okay. From until mid of August until December, you have how many months? Roughly 4 months.
Yes.
And those 4 months, if they keep ROI system again, and if you do ROI for 190, I really doubt they would be interested in giving you 190 straight away. So sometimes they do extra effort by asking a person, hey, you are eligible. We can't give you 190, but you are eligible for 491. Are you happy to accept 491 or not? Sometimes they give you that option. Sometimes they don't, because sometimes they think, hey, why should I ask him for 491 if he only wants 190? So if that happens with you, you might lose the opportunity even for 491.
Okay.
So what I would do, I would first secure 491 invite first and lodge the visa. Okay, you continue to work in your own occupation, continue to improve your points. Okay, while you are on a bridging visa A for 491 application, you may even get invited for 190. If not this financial year, maybe early next financial year, you never know. Okay, in that case, if you get invited for 190 and there is equal opportunity for you to even get invited for 1892 as a carpenter. Because a lot of carpenters got invited for 1892. So unless your 491 gets granted, you are still eligible for 190 and 1892. What will happen? You will only pay double the fee for the visa lodgement. But look, it is a trade-in, right? You trade in your 491 for 190 and you lose some money. I mean, it's a good deal because अगर आपका PR जल्दी आता है तो ठीक है. मैं अगर आपका एडवाइजर हूँ करण, मैं अगर आपको एडवाइस करूं तो मेरी रिकमेंडेशन हमेशा 491 सिक्योर करने की रहेगी इस केस में, गिवन कि आपका वीजा दिसंबर में रन आउट. अगर आप बोलते हैं कि दिसंबर 2025 में रन आउट हो रहा है, देन आई वुड वेट फॉर अनदर 1 year for 190, and if that doesn't happen, then I'll go for another visa. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
ठीक है, तो आप अपने अब आपकी देखो कई बार क्यों, जैसे हम मैं मनजोत के साथ अभी बात कर रहा था, बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिनके पास अपॉर्चुनिटी 491 की थी बट उन्होंने नहीं लिया, अब वो स्टूडेंट वीजा पे स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, सो एनी वीजा इज बेटर देन स्टूडेंट वीजा, वेदर इट इज 190 और आई नो पीपल से सर मैं 8-10 सालों से ऑलरेडी हूं, मैं टेम्पररी वीजा पे जाऊंगा फिर उसके बाद परमानेंट अप्लाई. देखो 491 वीजा में सिर्फ 2 दिक्कतें हैं. इट इज इक्वल, इट इज एज गुड एज वीजा एज अ पीआर वीजा. दिक्कतें 2 हैं कि अगर आपको घर लेना है तो दिक्कत आती है थोड़ी सी, ठीक है, और दूसरी दिक्कतें है कि आपको रीजनल एरिया में रहना पड़ता है. दैट इज ओनली डिफरेंस. उसके बाद तो 191 के लिए तो फॉर्मेलिटी है, यू जस्ट हैव टू मेक एन एप्लीकेशन और जल्दी ग्रांट भी हो जाता है. उसके बाद 1 साल के बाद ऑस्ट्रेलियन पासपोर्ट अप्लाई कर सकते हो.
So if I increase my 10 points, so is there any chances for 190 or not?
I would still, in that case, look, we have to fight for it, right? So you can do expression of interest for 190, but जैसे मानो आपका 190 के लिए उन्होंने इनवाइट नहीं किया, नवंबर हो गया और दिसंबर का पहला हफ्ता चल पड़ा, फिर क्या करोगे?
Can I go for a 407, sir?
क्यों? 407 की बहुत ज्यादा रिफ्यूजल रेट है, 50% रिफ्यूजल रेट होती है 407 की. ठीक है, 1.5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस और कितना की ट्रेनिंग लोगे? 407 इज ए ट्रेनिंग वीजा. सो जनरली 407 उन बच्चों को सूटेबल होता है जिन्होंने अभी पढ़ाई फिनिश ही की है और थोड़ा सा 1-2-4 महीने का ये कैजुअल एक्सपीरियंस है बीच में. तो 407 का उनका सिनेरियो बनता है बिकॉज they have a genuine need to upgrade their skills within the same occupation. But if you already have 1.5 years of experience, 407 का तो मतलब ही नहीं है. I won't recommend you 407. 491 is better than 407.
Okay.
I hope that helps. Okay. अगर आपके पास ऑलरेडी रिकमेंडेशन है, अगर आपके पास ऑलरेडी माइग्रेशन एजेंट है बट आपका एजेंट आपको अच्छे से लुक आफ्टर नहीं करता, I'm always here to help. We believe in honest, ethical and transparent migration practice. You can always reach out to us and we can take over your file. ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. देखो लाइफ में अच्छा डिसीजन बनाना राइट टाइम पे ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और यंग बच्चों के साथ मुझे सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत ये होती है, लुक आई वाज आल्सो यंग 20 years ago, ठीक है, but that scenario was different. We were not affected by so much of information at that stage, okay, at that time. But nowadays we have so much of information, it is actually information overload. कोई कुछ बोलता है, कोई कुछ बोलता है, कोई कुछ बोलता है ना, सबको अपने अपना डबली अपना अपना राग है. बट अगर आपको डिसीजन बनाना आपके मेरिट की बेसिस पे, ठीक है, तो आपके फाइल को अच्छे से हैंडल करेंगे. यस, वी कैन डू 190 ROI as well, but eventually we have to negotiate with the state that if they are not giving you 190, they should consider you for 491. So we keep that option open for you. Okay, all the best. Talk to us. Your number is already with us and we can always assist you with the process going forward. Okay,
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
no problems. Take care. All right, guys. Oh, we don't have to call. So just give us a minute.
Yes, we can.
Hello. Yes. Can we start with your name, please?
Yeah, so I have an ID name Punjab. I have commented.
Yeah, sure.
Sir?
Yeah.
So my name is Avni.
Yes, Avni.
हिंदी में चलेगा?
Absolutely चलेगा जी, कोई दिक्कत
Okay.
नहीं। 1 मिनट देना मेरे को है ना, प्लीज 1 मिनट देना आपने, है ना?
हाँ ठीक है।
Alright. So yes, Avni, आप अपने लिए बात कर रहे हो या किसी और के लिए?
नहीं मेरे लिए।
ओके, ठीक है। आपने बताइए आप करंटली कहाँ पर हो और आपका करंट वीजा क्या है?
So मैं करंटली न्यू साउथ वेल्स में हूँ, रीजनल एरिया में हूँ, और मेरा अभी 485 वीजा चल रहा है।
कब एक्सपायर? ठीक है,
टीआर चल रही है और मेरी टीआर फिनिश है दिसंबर 25 में।
ठीक है।
और मेरे पास स्किल असेसमेंट है एग्रीकल्चर कंसल्टेंट की, और मैंने इसी जनवरी में करवाई है, और टेक्नीशियन की थी पहले, लेकिन उसके बेस पे मेरा कुछ बना नहीं। मैंने 2 फाइनेंशियल ईयर देखे, और इस जनवरी मैंने कंसल्टेंट की करवाई, लेकिन उसके बेस पे भी नहीं कुछ बना। मैंने 491 और 190 डाला था, मेरे 90 पॉइंट्स बनते हैं 491 के इंक्लूडिंग द स्टेट, और मेरे 80 पॉइंट्स बनते हैं 190 के इंक्लूडिंग द स्टेट।
कौन सी जगह पे हो आप रीजनल में? पोस्ट कोड क्या आपका?
2680।
Okay. Right. Can you write that here? Alright, just give me 1 sec, okay? क्योंकि हमें ये इन्फॉर्मेशन फिर बार-बार अगर बाद में आप बात 2680. Alright. So that's fine. Alright. So are you currently working in your occupation or क्या कर रहे हो आप?
Yes. मैं करंटली वर्क कर रही हूँ, 20 आवर्स कर रही हूँ पार्ट टाइम।
क्या जॉब है आपकी अभी?
एग्रीकल्चर कंसल्टेंट की।
Okay. Is it with a bigger company or is it just a small farm?
No, small farm.
Okay. किस टाइप का farm है?
उनके 100 एकर्स का फार्म है, और उनके टाई अप्स हैं कुछ लाइक स्मॉल कंपनी से। कई बार मैं वहां जाती हूँ, लेकिन
पैकेज कितना है आपका? मतलब हाउ मच?
पे मेरी उन्होंने अभी इंक्रीज की है, 1 मंथ ही हुआ है, $37 per hour.
Okay. So and are you just by yourself or you also have a family?
No, I have a family.
Husband and children?
Yeah, husband and children.
Husband के क्या skills हैं?
वो ट्रक चलाते हैं।
Okay. कौन से वाला ट्रक?
ये बड़ा MC।
Okay, ठीक है। Alright. और आप हो alright. So देखो आपके टोटल पॉइंट्स हैं। देखो अगर अब मैं न्यू साउथ वेल्स की बात करूं, हाँ एग्रीकल्चर उनकी प्रायोरिटी। आपकी जो ओवरसीज क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है?
BSc एग्रीकल्चर।
और क्वालिफिकेशन इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया?
MBA।
इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया यू हैव डन MBA।
हाँ जी।
ठीक है।
और
आपकी स्किल्स असेसमेंट कौन से ऑक्यूपेशन में? एग्रीकल्चर कंसल्टेंट में।
और मैंने ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा अर्ली चाइल्डहुड का भी स्टार्ट कर रखा है। मैंने फेब में स्टार्ट किया, मेरा नवंबर में कंप्लीट हो रहा है।
और आपकी जॉब तो अर्ली चाइल्डहुड इस फील्ड में है नहीं ना अभी?
नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने पढ़ाई स्टार्ट फेब में की है ना, तो नवंबर में फिनिश हो रही है।
485. Okay, so 485 2025 नहीं टाइम तो है, पर इंग्लिश
next year.
इंग्लिश कैसे करेंगे?
He has already done masters.
Yeah, so you have done masters, so if you have done graduate diploma, so हाँ जी।
मेरे पास तो उसका भी है, 1 साल का मैनेजमेंट का डिप्लोमा मैंने बीच में किया है। वो कंडीशन में सेटिस्फाई कर रही हूँ जो वो स्किल असेसमेंट वाली है।
Was it graduate diploma?
हाँ, ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा था।
ठीक है। 1 year का है वो?
हाँ, 1 year का है।
ठीक है। So look, you seem to be fine, but आपका एक दिक्कत आपको आने वाली है। But have you done any placements during your graduate diploma in early childhood teaching?
हाँ, मैंने कर ली है। मेरी 5 वीक की रहती है, और मैंने 25 डेज की कर ली है।
मैं आपको ये रेकमेंड करूंगा, आपके पास फुल टाइम वर्क राइट्स हैं, ठीक है? तो मैं ये रेकमेंड करूंगा एज ए अर्ली चाइल्डहुड एजुकेटर इंडस्ट्री में एंटर हो जाओ।
ओके।
जिस जगह पे आपने प्लेसमेंट की उनको पूछो कि उनके पास कोई ओपनिंग है या नहीं है, ये अगली प्लेसमेंट जब भी करोगे। तो आप देखो अर्ली चाइल्डहुड टीचर तो आप काम नहीं कर सकते अभी, बट इंडस्ट्री में तो एंटर हो सकते हो लोअर स्किल लेवल में। मेरी बात समझ रहे हो आप? तो आपके कनेक्शन बन जाएंगे इंडस्ट्री में ना, फिर उसके बाद आपको अगर अर्ली चाइल्डहुड एजुकेटर की आपके पास स्किल्स असेसमेंट आ गई और रजिस्ट्रेशन आपका हो गया तो आपको जॉब भी मिल जाएगी अर्ली चाइल्डहुड टीचर की बाद में, क्योंकि पहले आपको पहले पता होना चाहिए कि अर्ली चाइल्डहुड इस फील्ड में कैसे चीजें काम करती हैं। ठीक है, सो माय रिकमेंडेशन टू यू इज focus on finding a job as early childhood educator, even though that job is not at the same skill level, but it is still within the industry. It will help you to find a job as early childhood teacher when you graduate. ठीक है?
एक्चुअली मैं प्रेग्नेंट हूँ और मैं नवंबर में ड्यू हूँ, तो
I think नवंबर के बाद ही पॉसिबल हो पाएगा आपका।
हाँ,
नवंबर के बाद ही पॉसिबल। So what I would recommend you, depending upon कि आप प्लेसमेंट्स कब करते हो, आप अपना इंटरेस्ट उनको डाल के रखो। ठीक है, तो आप वर्क फोर्स में जनवरी फरवरी से पहले, दिस इज वेयर ऑल द थिंग्स कम फ्रॉम ना। यू नो देखो बीच में बड़ी सारी चीजें होती हैं जो हमें जाननी होती है, इसलिए मैं लोगों को बताता हूँ कि अपॉइंटमेंट बुक करना कितना जरूरी है, क्योंकि ये सारी चीजें अब लाइव शो में हो, सो बड़ी सारी चीजें हम लोग ऐसी चीजें पूछ नहीं सकते हैं, बड़ी सारी चीजें गड़बड़ भी हो जाती हैं, बट दैट्स फाइन। यू हैव स्टिल you know told me that yes, that is also a consideration. In that case, keeping in your scenario in mind, I think you won't be able to enter the workforce until your January or February 2025. You would still have time. There's no harm in doing so, but यही मैं आपको गोइंग फॉरवर्ड रेकमेंड करूंगा। जैसे आपका स्किल्स असेसमेंट आ जाता है, ठीक है, आप इंग्लिश का क्राइटेरिया मीट करते हो, जनवरी फरवरी में जब भी आप वर्कफोर्स में दोबारा एंटर होगे, यू शुड स्टार्ट इन द इंडस्ट्री। ओके, रीजनल को छोड़ के मत जाना आप, ठीक है, स्टे विद इन न्यू साउथ वेल्स रीजनल, ठीक है, एंड समथिंग विल वर्क आउट फॉर यू, बिकॉज आपके पास अभी टाइम है, यू हैव रफली ऑलमोस्ट मोर देन ए 15 to 16 मंथ्स आज से नेक्स्ट ईयर तक हैं आपके पास, सो कुछ ना कुछ आपका बन जाएगा। आपके इंग्लिश का स्कोर कितना है?
20 पॉइंट्स मेरे इंग्लिश के, मतलब मेरे 8।
हाँ, और आपके एज कितनी है, इफ यू डोंट माइंड मी आस्किंग?
Sorry?
Age?
29.
Okay, so you have peak points everywhere. So I'm not sure why you are counting your points less. Husband के भी है English के points?
नहीं।
आ भी नहीं सकते? इतना मत अंडरमाइन किया करो, अंडर एस्टिमेट किया करो हस्बैंड को।
नहीं, actually we tried.
We tried, that's okay. कि कहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं?
I think मुझे याद नहीं, तो काफी टाइम।
Is he around you?
No, he's not.
He's not. आप हंस रहे, मुझे लगा कि साथ में ही है। चलो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, मुझे लगता है कि आपका प्रोफाइल ठीक है, यू गॉट एवरीथिंग काइंड ऑफ लाइंड अप, ठीक है। अब बस आपका जैसे बेबी वूबी जब सारा सब कुछ नॉर्मल हो जाता है, आई वुड रिकमेंड यू टू स्टार्ट वर्किंग इन द इंडस्ट्री, ठीक है। और मुझे नहीं लगता जो करंट आपका जो आप जिस जॉब में 20 आवर्स वर्क आप शो कर रहे हो उसका कोई एज बेनिफिट है, बट अगर वो आपको कंटिन्यू करना है, यू कैन डू इट अंटिल यू स्टार्ट ऑन अनदर फील्ड। ओके, सो मेरे हिसाब से आपको आपका जो सारी चीजें लाइंड अप है। नाटी भी है आपके पास? नाटी भी है? नाटी?
हाँ, नाटी भी है।
मुझे लगता है आप, आई स्टिल बिलीव कि आपने पॉइंट्स इनकरेक्ट तो नहीं कैलकुलेट किए। 30 आपके एज के पॉइंट है। रीजनल की स्टडी है आपकी या सिडनी में पढ़े हो आप?
नहीं है, रीजनल की स्टडी नहीं है।
रीजनल की नहीं है, तो 30 आपके एज के पॉइंट है, 20 आपके स्टडी के पॉइंट है, बैचलर्स मास्टर्स डिग्री प्लस ऑस्ट्रेलियन स्टडी रिक्वायरमेंट के 30 और 20 50 हो गए, ठीक है। 20 आपके पीटी के पॉइंट है, 70 हो गए, ठीक है। नाटी के 5 पॉइंट है, 75 हो गए। इज दैट ऑल यू हैव? है ना? हाँ, 75 है ना। सो फिर 491 के लिए आपके 491 के लिए तो आपके 90 पॉइंट्स हो गए ना, 90 पॉइंट्स फॉर 491। हाँ, सो पॉइंट आपकी कैलकुलेशन ठीक है। आई थिंक योर प्रोफाइल इज गुड। जैसे मैंने आपको ये रिकमेंडेशन कुछ दी है, इनके ऊपर काम करो, एंड ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू, एंड आपको इवेंचुअली। हाँ जी।
नहीं, मुझे बस एक क्वेश्चन था, लाइक फील्ड में काम करने से क्या हो जाएगा, क्योंकि अगर मैं जनवरी में भी काम करना स्टार्ट करती हूँ तो मुझे उसके पॉइंट्स तो मिलेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि शायद मैं नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर नहीं देख पाऊंगी, क्योंकि दिसंबर में जैसे रूल ही बहुत लेट आते हैं न्यू साउथ वेल्स के।
देखो, ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन, एंड आई वांट टू थैंक यू कि आपने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा। सो if all of you guys are listening, please listen carefully. Why it is, if you're studying graduate diploma in early childhood teaching, why it is important for you to work in the industry, or why it is important for you to resume work. Can you imagine at the moment, we may have at least 8,000 early childhood teachers. Okay, 8,000 early childhood teachers. Places. Oh yeah. The people who are studying.
Yes.
And people with even skills assessments. We have lots of people with skills assessments. So eventually जब ये crowd बढ़ जाएगा, ठीक है, suppose हमारे पास expression of interest अगले 1-1.5 साल में 15,000 का expression of interest हो गया, 10,000 हो गया, 12,000 हो गया, मतलब suppose, ठीक है, तो डिपार्टमेंट को कहीं ना कहीं पे तो कोई ना कोई restriction लगाना पड़ेगा उनको शंट आउट करने के लिए। जो लोग तो वहां पे आपको हो सकता है ऐसी क्राइटेरिया कर दें, स्टेट्स कर दें, अर्ली चाइल्डहुड टीचर हो, आप 6 महीने का एक्सपीरियंस दे दो फुल टाइम, हम आपको नॉमिनेशन दे देंगे। ठीक है, अब अगर आपने डिग्री कर ली पर आप काम कुछ और कर रहे हो, अर्ली चाइल्डहुड टीचिंग ऑक्यूपेशन से आपका कोई लेना देना नहीं है, आपने सिर्फ इसीलिए किया क्योंकि आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ स्किल्स असेसमेंट चाहिए थी 189 के लिए या फिर 190 और 491 के लिए, क्योंकि उस बट ये जब क्राउड बढ़ जाती है ना, तो फिर उन्हीं को एडवांटेज मिलता है जो इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रहे हैं। तो अगर आपको अर्ली चाइल्डहुड टीचर तो जॉब वैसे मिल ही नहीं सकती अगर आपने अर्ली चाइल्डहुड एजुकेटर काम नहीं किया पहले, अगर आपका इंडस्ट्री के साथ कोई लेना देना नहीं है तो। डज दैट मेक सेंस? ठीक है, उससे फायदा क्या होता है, आपको पता लग जाएगा कि अर्ली चाइल्डहुड टीचर क्या करता है, एजुकेटर क्या करता है, अर्ली चाइल्ड केयर वर्कर क्या करता है। ठीक है, सो इट वुड हेल्प यू टू, नो वन इज गोइंग, इफ यू जस्ट हैव ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा, अगर आपने सिर्फ प्लेसमेंट सीखी है, I don't think a lot of people are struggling to find jobs as early childhood teacher because they have completed the degree but they have never worked in the industry even at a lower skill level. So उनको कोई understanding ही नहीं है. Especially this is very true with boys. And if you guys are listening to me on TikTok, if you're one of them, just give thumbs up or maybe thumbs down if you're undergoing the same problem. ठीक है आपनी? So does that answer your question?
Yes. So एग्रीकल्चर का कोई स्कोप है? एग्रीकल्चर में न्यू साउथ वेल्स में कुछ बने?
देखो, मैं लाइव शो में कुछ ज्यादा बोलना नहीं चाहता, ठीक है, बट मुझे नहीं लगता कि उसमें आपको कुछ मिलेगा। अगर मिलना होता तो पिछले साल ही मिल जाता। अब आप खुद समझदार हो मैं क्या बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। ठीक है, सो अर्ली चाइल्डहुड इज द बेस्ट बेट फॉर यू, और आपके पास टाइम है तो अपनी पूरी एनर्जी उस तरफ चैनलाइज करो आप, जो जैसे मैंने बताया। ठीक है, अगर आप मेरे को $99 पे करते, अपॉइंटमेंट बुक करते, तो भी मैं यही बोलता। ठीक है, माय एडवाइस वोंट चेंज वेदर यू पे मी और नॉट, बिकॉज एडवाइस जो है आपके सर्कमस्टांसेस के अकॉर्डिंग चलती है और ट्रेंड्स को देख के चलती है, जिसमें हम अपना नॉलेज, अंडरस्टैंडिंग सारे प्रोसेस का लगाते हैं। सो आपका प्रोफाइल है, बीइंग ए फीमेल, यू गॉट द बेस्ट बेट एज ए अर्ली चाइल्डहुड टीचर, उसमें स्किल्स असेसमेंट हो जाएगी। बाकी तो आपने करके रखी है, अगर माइनर भी कोई आपको कभी इनवाइट आता है, अगर कोई भी चांस होता है, यू आर ऑलवेज ओपन फॉर दैट। ठीक है,
Is Perth a good option to apply for agriculture consultant or not?
EY करने में तो बेटा जी कोई हार्म नहीं है ना, EY तो हर जगह करो जहां पे भी आप कर सकते हो। So if you are sitting without EY in Perth, without doing EY in Perth, and if you hold skills assessment, मेरे हिसाब से, मैं आपको नहीं बता रहा हूँ, अगर मैं ऐसा होता तो मेरे जैसा बेवकूफ कोई नहीं होता, क्योंकि पर्थ साउथ वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया एक ऐसा स्टेट है जो अलो करता है इंटरस्टेट एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट। आपका 0% भी चांस होगा तो भी मैं करूंगा। Why would I lose that opportunity to do expression of interest? You never know. ठीक है, तो अगर आपको पर्थ की वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया की EY करनी, we only charge $550 for expression of interest. We can get that done even over the weekend. Okay, just get back to us. You can send us a message on WhatsApp as well, sir. हमने आपसे बात की थी, and I wanna go ahead so we can.
On this number only?
Yes, this number. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the best for your, you've got lots of things happening in future. You'll be a mother as well. Is it your first child or you also have?
No, this is my second one.
That's
I have
good.
a daughter.
Yeah, that's good. All the best to you. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys, if you want to call us, 0452169200. Remember, guys, just give me 1 sec. Hello. Can I start with your name, please?
My name is Pawan.
Pawan?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी पवन, where are you located here?
New South Wales.
New South Wales. Okay, और आपका current visa क्या है?
485.
And when does that expire?
January 4th.
2025?
2025.
Okay. All right, that's okay. आपके questions क्या हैं? If I need, I'll ask some more questions in between. But what is your primary question?
It's like I already did skill assessment in community service.
Okay, have skills assessment in community services or community worker.
Yeah, as a community worker, and
Yeah.
I already launched my EUI with the 75 points for 190.
Yeah.
For Western Australia and New South Wales. Is there any chances?
Okay, so बहुत important question है आपका.
For 491.
So what I'm going to do, just give me 1 sec. I am going to check one thing. आपके ना मैं let me check the number of expression of interests and कितने लोग कितने points पे बैठे हुए हैं. That'll give us a bit of indication कि आपका कितना chance है. And you are working as a community worker at the moment?
No, I'm working in healthcare.
Okay, so as a community worker, अगर हम total expression of interest को देखें Western Australia में और Western Australia में 402 expression of interest है, ठीक है? Total 402 Western Australia में expression of interest है 491 के लिए, क्योंकि 190 के लिए तो वहाँ पे आपको full time 6 months का employment contract चाहिए, तो वो तो होएगा नहीं. 491 हो सकता है, बट 491 में भी आप देख सकते हो कि 85 लोग 85 पॉइंट्स पे 163 पीपल है. अब वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पास आपके कितने पॉइंट्स हैं? और
85 points for 491.
हाँ, 491 के लिए 85 पॉइंट्स है, सो वी हैव 163 पीपल. अब वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पास 491 के 2000 प्लेसेस हैं, ठीक है? 2000 प्लेसेस है, बट उनके पास है 2000 प्लेसेस, मतलब अगर उनके पास सिर्फ 20 ऑक्यूपेशंस को भी इनवाइट दें, ठीक है, और हर ऑक्यूपेशन में 100 इनवाइट दें, तो 2000 हो जाते हैं. 20 ऑक्यूपेशंस में ही 100 इनवाइट दें तो 2000 हो जाते हैं. तो इसका मतलब है कि कुछ ऑक्यूपेशंस में हम ज्यादा इनवाइट देंगे, कुछ में कम देंगे. उनके पास 20 से ज्यादा ऑक्यूपेशन तो बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट की है, जो उनकी हाई प्रायोरिटी है. सोशल असिस्टेंस भी हाई प्रायोरिटी है, बट probably we have lots of people sitting in Western Australia as well, जिनके पास आपके पास सेम पॉइंट है पर वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया के ग्रेजुएट है, ठीक है? सो बहुत कंपेटिटिव लगता है डियर. आई वांट हैव हाँ सॉरी
How about New South Wales?
न्यू साउथ वेल्स. अब न्यू साउथ वेल्स में आप कहाँ रह रहे हो?
Sydney में.
सिडनी में. आपको खुद ही पता, सिडनी में रहते हुए आपका स्किल्स असेसमेंट पिछली बार भी था.
नहीं.
स्किल्स असेसमेंट कब आया आपका?
इसी ईयर में.
हाँ, देखो मुझे लगता है कि न्यू साउथ वेल्स में रह के आपको 75 पॉइंट्स पे न्यू साउथ वेल्स में भी आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. दिस इज जस्ट माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग. you may feel that Mohinder is disheartening you. पर्पस डिसहर्टन करना नहीं है डियर. अभी आपके पास 5 महीने हैं, हो सकता है अभी आप कुछ कर सकें जिससे कुछ ना कुछ फायदा होए. You never know, ठीक है? So my recommendation to you would be think about making a move to regional area, whether it is a regional New South Wales or it could be any other regional area, and with job in hand as a community worker, or move to a regional area with aged care job, and make sure the regional area employer has a labor agreement or they are under DAMA. So if you move there now, if you have good impression on them, if you are a great worker, they may be happy to help you with sponsorship if you don't get invited by the time your current visa runs out. But आपका मतलब इस
Working in a regional area in India, and that is in Daman, United.
अभी आप जहाँ पे काम कर रहे हो कौन सा डामा? उराना अंडर डामा है?
Uniting.
अच्छा, उनके पास एज केयर लेबर एग्रीमेंट है. So have you spoken to them about sponsorship?
Yeah, they told me like you have enough visa left. We are completing those first who are going to expire their visa.
That's good. वो आपने उन्होंने तो आप कितने टाइम से काम कर रहे हो यूनाइटिंग के साथ आप?
2.5 years.
That's good. So you आपका lined up है. So आपको eventually अगर आप वहाँ पे काम कर रहे हो, so just stick to where you are currently now. और मुझे लगता है कि आपको स्पॉन्सर कर देंगे अगर आप उनके साथ 2.5 years से काम कर रहे हो. No one would like to lose an employee who's been working with them for last 2.5 years and have been doing a great job. That is your best bet, employer sponsored visa under age care labor agreement. So अगर उनके पास already agreement है, so आपको ट्रांजिशन कर देंगे एम्प्लॉयर स्पॉन्सर्ड वीजा के लिए. 482 के बाद आप 3 साल के बाद 186 अप्लाई कर सकते हो विद द सेम एम्प्लॉयर. And in that same time, you will continue to be eligible for other visas as well. अगर कोई चांस हुआ तो, but मुझे चांसेस कम लगते हैं वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया से भी and even न्यू साउथ वेल्स से भी, क्योंकि आपके पास एज ए कम्युनिटी वर्कर वर्क एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है. So you are on track. You know, मेरे हिसाब से आप जहाँ पे हो अभी वो आप, you know, you are okay. Just make sure you have all the EYs and ROIs done if there is any chance for state nomination. Okay? ठीक है? All the best, dear. Okay? So आपका मुझे ठीक लगता है, आपका मतलब बेस्ट चांस है एम्प्लॉयर स्पॉन्सर वीजा एज केयर में, क्योंकि एज केयर में जेन्युइन रिक्वायरमेंट है, जेन्युइनली लोगों को जरूरत है. जब जेन्युइन रिक्वायरमेंट और जरूरत होती है तो सबको तो वीजा देते हैं. ठीक है? All the best. Take care.
Thank you.
Anyone who wants to talk to us, you can call us again. 0452 169 200. Hello.
Hi,
Can I start with your name, please?
it's Milan, Milal.
Yeah, Milan. Yes, Milan. I think you have also sent us a message too, multiple times.
Yep.
Are you the same person? Okay, that's okay. Where are you located, Milan?
Yes. I'm located in NSW, Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is to you is,
And what is your current visa? If before we,
I'm on 485,
and when does that expire?
2027,
Yep. Okay.
and I have applied for 482 as a contract administrator.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for a nomination for like past 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the chance of it?
How many points do you have as a contract administrator?
I have done like it's been like almost 2 years as a contract administrator. I have worked, and I have done my skill assessment as well.
As contract administrator?
Yes.
Okay. How many points do you have in total for general skill migration, your own?
I'm not sure of it.
Okay, that's so interesting.
Because it was like my company, like they have their own consultancy, and they applied like 482 for me.
Yeah, and what? So in contract when you are a contract administrator, what kind of jobs and duties you do? What kind of business it is?
It's a cleaning company. It's a big cleaning company,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm handling the contracts of the company.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like particular, I have like few sites. I'm handling those contracts of those sites.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So look, as long as genuine position is there, your nomination should approve. And if you have skills assessment as a contract administrator, you should also do expression of interest for 491, 190, and 189 if it is eligible. I haven't checked what the occupation of contract administrator.
It's 5. The job code is like 511111.
Yeah. So contract administrator is assessed by VAT assess, and it is a short-term occupation. So in short-term occupation, you can do 190 and you can do 491 as well. And you are in New South Wales, right?
Yes.
Is that a regional New South Wales or Sydney?
No, not a regional. It's a central.
Yeah. So while you are you can, depending upon how many points do you have, on the basis of that, you can also do expression of interest for 491 and 190 as well. Okay.
Thank you. And one more thing. If I'm on 482 and I'm working with one of the companies currently,
Hmm.
and if I need like few extra money, I can work in other company as a casual employee or a part-time
No.
employee.
No,
I can't, right?
no, because you have 482 has a condition to work for the same employer and in the same employment, unless you are leaving the work with the same employer, and unless you're trying to find another employer. So they have relaxed those conditions lately, that if your employer retrenches you, or if you lose the job for one or the other reason, or you quit the job, you would have 6 months to find another employer and move on to another 482 visa. And you can, within those 6 months, you can work in any occupation for any employer, no problems whatsoever. Okay.
And one last thing again.
Mhm.
If I got 482 and within 1 year I can apply for 189, right?
You are not, as a contract administrator, you are not eligible to do 189 at all, because it is
I
not.
mean, he's saying for 186.
Okay.
So you are saying employer sponsored 186?
Yes.
Oh yes. So if you're talking of 186, then yes, you can do, if you continue to work with the same employer, because 186 is an employer sponsored visa. You incorrectly mentioned 189, so that's why I was saying you are not eligible for 189. But yes, you are eligible to apply for 186 visa with the same employer under subclass 186 ENS scheme under TRT. So that would be under TRT stream. So because your occupation is short-term list, you will only get visa for 2 years. Okay.
Yes.
And the work experience requirement for 186 are generally, they require you to have worked in the with the employer for 2 years. So you can start the process 2 or 3 days just before the completion of 2 years, and you should be able to get that visa going forward.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
All the best, and if you need any assistance, our phone number, you can save our phone number, and we will be happy to help.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problems at all. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, so thank you for your time. Thank you very much, guys. So we are gonna take maybe just one last call. If you wanna talk to me, no WhatsApp calls, please. Next caller. Okay, so guys, before so can I start with your name, please?
Rahul.
Rahul. And
Yes.
how are you, Rahul?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Where are you located?
Currently in Brisbane.
Okay. And what is your current visa, Rahul?
Currently on 408, which is expiring June 2025.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. All right, so just give me 1 sec, guys. I've got this. Guys, if you're trying to call us on WhatsApp, we're not taking any calls on WhatsApp. And if you call us persistently on WhatsApp, then you may end up being blocked. Okay. All right. So currently, Rahul, you're on 408 visa and expiring in. Sorry, I missed that part. What month and what year?
June of 2025, next year.
June 2025.
Yes.
What is your skills assessment in?
Okay, so my skill assessment is in 22499, which is Information and Organization Professionals, NEC.
Yep. Okay.
Currently working in superannuation as a defined benefit specialist for I think last couple of years.
Just can you give me the ANSCO code again?
224999.
Okay. All right, so just Information and Organization Professional, Assessing Authority for the Occupation. So section 2. Okay, so what is your assessing authority? That's a very unique occupation.
Yeah, the authority is BETASIS.
Okay.
Can you copy that one, please? For me?
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can you paste it here as well? I want to have a look. Yeah, thank you. All right, so which one do you want to see?
TikTok.
All right, so here, and how many points do you have?
Including the state nomination, 95.
95. And where are you located?
In Brisbane, Queensland.
You can just go back. Okay, you are in Queensland. Queensland is not a good state to be in at this moment. Okay.
Yeah.
And how long? How much work experience you have in this occupation?
Okay, so this occupation was assessed as starting from 11 July 2022. But I started working in 11 July 2021, but they cut like 1 year as a qualifying period.
Okay. And that was and so you would have roughly 2 years of experience.
Yeah.
On books after deducting 1 year by better sense deduction of 1 year. Okay. And how's your employer? I mean, so your occupation. So are you currently working in the similar occupation?
Yes.
Okay.
On the nominated occupation.
Yeah, that's okay. Look, Queensland has only 600 places for 190 and 600 for 190. 600 for 491, 600 for 190. And because your visa is running out in next year June, this program will run until June. So that means you can't expect a lot from Queensland, even though you have very high points.
Yeah.
Okay. And that even though your profile is very unique, I would recommend you to line up your employer for employer-sponsored visa.
Okay, so ask them for 482.
Absolutely. Look, it can be 1816 too. Why not? If you are able to, let me check which. Can you please go? Yeah. I want to see your occupation, which list
I don't think it qualifies for one. So might have to go for 482.
Yeah, so it's a short-term list. So you can do 482, and then from 482 to 186. And when you are on 482 visa, it doesn't mean that state you continue to be eligible for so not 189 in your case, 190 and 491. Even the following financial year. So I think you should ask your employer and get your employer ready and ask your employer to prepare in that direction that you may be required to get employer sponsored visa. And obviously, if you're lucky enough, you may even get, even though there are 600 places. You never know. Queensland may accept you for 491, if not 190. Are you working in Brisbane or you're in regional?
In Brisbane,
So you're not eligible for 491 from there. So it has to be 190. And you have a superior English?
Yeah.
And what is your annual package?
100,000.
You never know. Even with 600 places, your package is pretty good, and you never know. So get your EYs, ROIs there as well whenever the Queensland is open, and if nothing materializes for you, obviously prepare for your employer sponsored visa with your 482. And then
couple of questions. My company is also located in Victoria, Melbourne. So if I move there, is there a better chance to get the invitation?
Better than Queensland?
Yeah.
See, if they can change, if there is no problem for them, if they can switch you to, because you can get 482 while in Brisbane or in Melbourne anyway. Okay, so it doesn't affect your chances of 482 at all if you move the state, but it might increase your chances of 190 from Victoria with 100,000 package if you have superior English.
Okay, all right.
And do you have any partner as well?
Yeah, I've got a partner. She's skilled as well in accounting, so I've got her 10 points as well.
Okay, she's skilled in accounting. So yes, accounting can be used in 482. In your occupation as well. That's fine. So yes, moving to Victoria could work out for you for 190 if you do so that in maybe next 4 to 6 weeks, because Victoria is not open yet. They might bring a residency requirement. We don't know yet. We'll only know when they open. But if you move now, even if they bring any residency requirement for 3 months or 6 months, you would still be able to, make that within the validity of this financial year before your visa runs out. So as to give you the maximum chances or getting invited from Victoria.
Would you recommend me to pursue that, or should
Absolutely, I would. If I was your advisor, and if I knew that you have employer in Victoria and you can easily, without any break in your employment, you can leave or quit on Friday here and join on Monday in the other office, wonderful.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that. And if with the same salary, no problems at all.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, all the best. And if you need any assistance, you have our phone number. I would be happy to assist you with the process going forward. Whether you need assistance for EYs, RYs, and things like that, we do all that stuff. Okay.
Okay. Cool. I'll reach out there. Thank you.
No problems. Have a great weekend. Bye bye. No more calls, guys. Thank you very much. It was a pretty long session. We've been online for. No more calls, please. Next live show. We will take all the calls in next live show. I'm going to answer a couple of questions on TikTok because I feel you guys were kind of left out when we started taking calls. I want all of you guys to first give me a feedback of our live shows. So if you are watching us live and if you heard all the conversations that we are having, and if you liked it, if you are learning something about, from these live shows, please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the live show and the interaction that we had. Vinod, absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah, great. Thank you. Wonderful. Please, no more calls, please. No more calls, please. We are about to leave. So no more calls. Calls, if you want to discuss your profile with me, if you want to discuss that in detail, please head to my website at www.eems.com.au and book appointment. Patty is asking on the same board, what is the chances of occupation in that industry? What state? I'm not sure. Mohinder Mara agent visa expiring next month. I'm on COVID visa in Victoria. So Demillo Lar, if you want to discuss your profile, please head to my website at www.eems.com.au and please book appointment. I would be happy to listen to your story and see what can be done in your case. Sadeepa is saying, any update about Western Australia nomination? I haven't heard much from Western Australia so far. Kamesh, you are already with us, so whenever we receive an invitation for you, we are going to update you. Wonderful. Thank you very much for staying with us until now, guys. We love our live shows. We love our TikTok family, and we love everyone. All of you are watching us. Remember, guys, I want to say one thing to everyone here before we end this session. We cannot go back and change what happened in the past. It could be that you didn't get the right advice, or it could be your financial circumstances did not allow you to do things. But remember, you can't change what happened in the past, but you can change your future. Okay? You can change your future if you make the right decisions. And for making right decisions, you need a person who does not keep their financial benefits in front
And guide you in the right direction.
in the right direction. So very, very important to have that right advice and have the best professional help by your side. We believe in honest, ethical, and transparent migration advice. We only support and promote courses. We only support and promote those pathways that are workable and in which you get something. So if you need, if you are in need of, honest, ethical, and transparent advice, you can book appointment with me, and you'll feel the difference. Thank you very much, and thanks for supporting us. If you haven't still followed that, hit that follow button if you're on TikTok, and if you're on YouTube or on Facebook, if you haven't followed us or subscribed to our channel, please do it now. We're going to come back again on Monday, and we'll talk to you guys again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you can end from here as well.